morning. Today our topic is functions. Actually, C programming contains so many functions. That means when we are trying to write the new program in C language, first we can start with the header files and then we can start with void main. This void main is the user defined function. So actually we have so many functions, that is user defined function and predefined function, that is library functions. User defined functions can be written by the user. That means we can write the function that those are called user defined function. And library function, those are written by already predefined function, user defined functions. So if you want to use that particular function, for that you can implement some header file. From that you can implement the particular function. Those are called library functions. For example, if you want to use string function, then you can implement string.h. So those are all predefined functions, library functions. And someone, for example, add from, you can write anything. You can mention anything as a function name. That is called user defined functions. Okay. So if you want to write any new program, then you can just mention the header files and then you can start the void main function. So when you write the main function, this is user defined function. When you write that function, it can call the other functions to share the work, to perform the all other works, okay, which one be shared by all other functions, which are executed by the other functions. Okay. So first I can define what is function. Function is a self-contained block which contains some statements. Okay, it can perform some task. For example, first I will show you the syntax how it will be function. For example, function name, some parameters, arguments, whatever it may be, and some statements, variable names, and these are all the operations, whatever it may be, statements. This is the function structure. This is the function name, and here we can mention the parameters as arguments, and here you can mention the variables which are called as a local variables, and then you can define some operations. Okay. So, but this function cannot execute independently. Okay. This cannot execute directly. How it will execute? When we call the function, for example, this function name is a, then if we want to execute that function, it cannot execute directly. Okay. After the main function, if you call the function of a, if you call the function here, then it will execute. It will go to the control, will be go to this function and execute everything, whatever it have, that will be executed. Okay. Once the main is defined, then only this function will be called. Which function it is here already defined. So this function is executed. Okay. This is the function definition. So why we should use the functions? For example, if you want to do any task repetitively, so if you want to repeat the task, then you can write repetitively code very much long. So for avoiding that situation, we are using the functions. For example, if you want to do any operation repetitively, then you can shift the particular task one time into the function and just call the function after the main, then it can perform repetitively. No need to write again and again total code. Just you can write one time in the function, then it will execute repetitively. Okay. Repeatedly it can execute. Okay. So for that we can use the function. Okay. And how it will works? When we call the function in after the main, then it will be executed. It will be implemented. Okay. When we are calling the function, particular defined function, then only it will execute. How you recognize that this is the calling function, this is the called function. If the function is defined with the semicolon, then this is the calling function. Here some parameters will define. Those are actual arguments. The arguments which are defined with the calling function is called as actual arguments. The arguments which are defined with the called function are called formal arguments. With the function definition, for example, this is the called function. It contains some parameters called formal parameters. This is just function definition. Here we are calling the function after main. So these are the actual arguments and these are the formal arguments. Okay. And we have calling function and called function. Calling function, what we call it calling function, if we are calling the function, particular function after the main, which is followed by that semicolon, that is called function calling. That means calling function. Okay. I will show you with example clearly, then you can understand clearly. So first I am defining the function void y, printf this is the function y. Before the main I am defining, and next header files I am not including, we can include before this. And next void main, here I am defining the main function, and next I am calling everything like y function, and next a function, b function, c function, d function. These are all the functions I am calling after the main. Okay. So how to define? I already defined the y function. And next how to define all these functions. So here I am defining the a function. Printf a, and here I am also calling the y function, and void b. Here I am defining the printf of b, and also I am calling the a function, and void c. Here also printf c, and I am calling the a and b functions, a and b. Void b function, printf and a function, b function, c function. So in this program what will happen is I can explain. First I just define the y function, but it cannot execute independently. Okay, so it can go to the main function. If you want to start the program, you should use the main. So when we are writing the main function, it can go with the other functions. Here y function is calling, so it will go to the control will be goes to the y function. So it will have y. So first output is y. Y will be printed. Next it will goes to the function a. So control goes to the void a. So here printf a. So a will be defined, printed. Next y function. Y means y. Y will be printed. Next void b function. B means it can print the b. And next it's again calling the a function. A function means what we have, printf a. And it is again calling, when we are calling the a function, it can print total a function. That means we have printf a and y function also it was calling that. So it can directly, it will control passes to the y function. So it can also again print the y. And again c function. In c function we have first printf c means c can be printed, and next control passes to the a function means a. and it is calling the y function. So y, and here we have b function. B contains b and a function. It's b can call in the a function, means a function which contains printf a and it's calling y, means y. And next in b function we have printf b, and again it's calling the a function, means a, and again it has the y function, so y it can execute. Again b function, b means b, and again it's calling the a function, so a and y function contains y. And c function, c means here c, and a means a and y functions y. And again b function already executed. And next c function, c contains what is this, c and a function means a and y, b function means b and a function executing a and y. So this is the output. So first we are writing the y function, but it's not executing. After that we define the main. When we write the main, started executing the program. So here I am calling the y function. When we are trying to call in the y function, it can execute the y function. And then we are calling the a function. So when we are trying to call in the a function, here it will goes to the a function. So here what we have, printf a, means a can be executed. And then we have y function. So we are here a function can call in the y function. So control again passes to the y function and execute the same y function. And next it will comes to the b. It's calling the b function. So here b can be executed. So here printf b, and again it's calling the a function. So what we have, a function can contain printf a and y function, means y will be executed. Next control will be goes to the c. So void c contains printf c and a function and b function can execute. And next we have void d. Why? Because here we call in the d function after c. So d function will be executed, like printf d means d can be executed first, and next it will goes to the control, goes to the a function, it will be executed whatever it have, and next b function will be executed whatever it contains, and next c function. Like this control will be goes to the one by one. Once the program is, some function is executing, another function doesn't know about this task. Okay. So this is the total functions basic. So this is the total basics. If you have any doubts, comment me in the comment section. If you like the video, please subscribe the video. Thank you for watching.